Kelly, you have a prepaid call from
California Island.
an inmate at the RJ Donovan Correctional Facility, San Diego, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello, and thank you for accepting my call. You are listening to the California Island podcast, recorded over a state prison telephone and available to you for free at pensideout.org. I'm Sean Khalifa. Anybody who can make the claim of knowing me will know the reason I roll out of my prison bunk in the mornings. It's normally propelled by my belief that no young person under the age of 18 should be tried in an adult court and given a life prison sentence. That is me. My guest for today's episode was 17 years old and given a life prison sentence. He has served over 30 years in prison and was recently given a 5-year parole denial. The public has the misconception that a youth may no longer be sentenced to die in prison in California. Yet there are still thousands of us, still here, still sentenced to life in prison. I will give as many of them a voice as I possibly can. Burnell Kelly is one of the strongest of us. Here is his voice. Burnell, what was it emotionally like to be given a life sentence by the courts?
Well, first and foremost, it was very confusing to be that young and to not have an identity or direction about who you are emotionally. And at that time in which I came to prison or was sentenced to prison, I was caught up in a state of mind where I was a follower. So, I wasn't really paying attention to me, who I was, my own identity, my own self-perception, and my own value system. So as far as with me emotionally, it was a confusing time for me.
Do you think you would survive long enough to ever have a chance to be released?
No, that wasn't in the picture. Just going day by day, just in and out. It was just another day that it melted into another day, that melted into another day, and 31 years later, here we are.
If you could add one thing to your life, no one thing in hindsight to the time before you came to prison, what would that be?
Self-respect.
If you were speaking to all 7 billion people on this planet, what would you say to them? Here's your chance. Speak to the world, Burnell.
I would say when you have young kids between the age of 5 to 17, 18, probably even older, and you see that they're hurt by some degree or hurt in their own mental makeup, emotional makeup, find a way to communicate with them. Find a way to talk to them. Find a way to find out what that hurt is and try to identify with them and get them to understand that, there is a tomorrow. And that tomorrow is their chance, to make better on the decisions in which they're making today.
Burnell, thank you for being with us on California Island. Giving a voice to the voiceless since 2018. Stay blessed, people. Take care.